Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's Season 8, and this is War number 12. It's the last war of the season. And we are going up against SGA1, Slice 'em Gaming. And these are a great bunch of guys. This alliance I actually considered trying to get into when I was looking to upgrade my alliance tier. But in any case, we are facing them here. We are more alliance quest focused, and I have it from at least one person there that so are they. So I did scout out my path. I like to fight anyway. I don't like losing. So the only difference is that I didn't use big boosts. Alright, so you can see the team that I went in here with, and it's a little bit different. I brought Blade. I don't normally use Blade outside of Alliance Quest, but our Alliance Quest week is down. We completed it, so I was able to bring in pretty much whoever I wanted. So I brought in Blade to have a little fun. And as you can see, Blade is still a beast. He took out Black Bolt without any difficulty whatsoever. But of course, these early fights are diversity, so we're not expecting a lot of difficult battles until the final part of our path. So next up, we've got another Cosmic, and this Cosmic isn't awakened. And I did use the Scouter Lens bot. You can find a link to that in my description. So I knew who I was going in here against, and it's Phoenix. Now, Phoenix has that little cheat death, and she's often much more aggressive when she comes, back to life. But this Phoenix is not awakened. So, down she goes, not to rise again. So, not too difficult there. Glad that I didn't have to deal with that, even though it wouldn't have been too big of a deal, but it's just a little bit of annoyance. So now we are going into the poison node, and it's a mutant, so I wanted to get a mission for Corvus. Now, this is why you don't see me with Iceman. Normally I bring in Iceman, but I saw that there was a mutant, and it was the only mutant on the path, so it's the only chance to get that particular mission completed. So you see I did use an item. I went ahead and used my combat regen, just in case I was in here against somebody that I was going to have to, take a while to kill. But it turned out to be Gambit. And I don't think I used the Scouter Lens bot on this one. I'm not sure, but regardless of whether I used it or not, whoever this was, I was going to use that boost anyway, just so that I didn't lose too much health in here. Alright, so down he went, and that's pretty much it for that day. I stayed up a little bit late, and as you can see, I kind of fell asleep. And so I woke up with maxed energy, and I moved to 46 here, but now I don't have quite enough energy to finish. So I waited a little bit, just another hour, and then went back in, and I said, you know what, I just want to get this done. I had some other things I wanted to do, and since I wasn't doing a boost to finish the entire path, it didn't matter. Alright, so we got Mordo, and of course I can parry him, and even though I can't follow up my parry, he still takes the bleed from Blade. And Blade doesn't have too much trouble here with this Mordo. Mordo can be annoying, especially because this node is a power game, and you know that Mordo also gets his power game as well. So, not a bad placement for Mordo. Normally you would want to bring in someone that has some sort of power control on this node, but I decided to just go in with Blade, and we took him down. That's a 6-star Mordo. And Mordo does not need to be awakened to be a good defender. So next up, we've got node 49, and it is the Unblockable Special 1. And it's a science champion, and without even using Scouter Lens bot, I guessed that this was a OG Spider-Man. And it was. I decided not to bring Corvus in here. I was thinking about bringing him in here to get another mission, but I said, you know what? let's not bother, because I'm not going to be using Corvus for the mini boss. So no real need to do that. But we don't have too much trouble fighting OG Spider-Man with Starkey. Build up those poise charges and you do so much damage. Don't try to do 5-hit combos on him. Just take your time and get him down. So now we're fighting on the Bane node, and it's another Science Champion, and I was surprised. I looked in here and it was a MODOK, thanks to Scouter Lensbot. So I brought in Corvus, of course, because MODOK has a auto block. You see that icon up there, the blue icon? It means that his auto block is up. That one right there. Okay, so when that one is up, he's gonna auto block. And so it's real easy to get this mission when you know that, because once you hit and get that auto block down, you just have to go ahead and fire off a heavy or a special and you're good. Okay, so we were able to take this MODOK down without too much problems. But again, not a bad placement for MODOK. MODOK can be a royal pain if you do not know how to fight him, and if you do not have the right champion to deal with him. And especially on Bane, where you're having to deal with the Bane timer and all of that, yeah, he can be a royal pain. So not a bad placement. So finally, we are up against our mini boss, and I decided to bring in Blade. Now, I don't have Ghost Rider on the team, but I don't need him because Morningstar is a dimensional being. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to go in here. This Morningstar is not awakened, which means I'm not going to be taking that bleed damage back, which usually is what causes people to pause and rethink taking Blade in against a Morningstar. But a couple of things. One, this Morningstar is not awakened. And two, they're running suicides. Again, they are not serious about Alliance War either, which is why they place with suicides. That made this fight much easier and much faster. Otherwise, I would have just had to deal with a lot more. I still would have gotten her down, but it just would have taken a lot longer. All right, so there we go. And it's lights out for Morningstar. So pretty easy path. Again, we are not really going for the win here. And we even had one person not place their defenders. So pretty sure we're going to lose this war, even though we fought pretty well towards the end. So let's find out how we did. And as no surprise, we lost. We've actually only won one war this season, and that was war number 11. So that's going to do it, guys. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. Thank goodness that the season is over. And you guys have a blessed day.